This is Professor Carballo. If anyone ever hears these, then you'll know that the two specimens we contained have been researched extensively over the past few weeks. This entry log will replace the others and be a detailed analysis of both Pokemon. To start this off, the Kanto Pokemon League discovered these creatures around Mount Silver. The entire Elite Four was called in to apprehend them after several high-ranking trainers were defeated at once. Upon two Master Balls being applied to the Pokemon, they were brought under the League into a hidden lab to be studied. That is where my team was brought into this whole mess. Upon first inspection, the Pokemon seemed to resemble the Kanto starters' final evolutions, of Venusaur and Blastoise. However, there were many key differences that we quickly uncovered. The Venusaur specimen resorted to physical combat as its primary source of fighting. It also appears to share some similarities with Gigantamax Venusaur due to the flower and large vines coming out of its body. The Pokemon also has aspects of Torterra, a Pokemon from the region of Sinnoh. It is unknown where this Pokemon originated from, but the leading theory was Mount Silver's harsh atmosphere changed them. The Blastoise, on the other hand, appears to have robotic attributes for some odd reason. This is where the theory of the mountain went out of the window. It seemed to be cybernetically enhanced to perform almost as a completely ranged creature. The shell on its back resembles a police officer's shield. It also shares similarities to Mega Blastoise with the added cannons across its body. But the spikes of Feraligatr are also seen on the back and limbs of the Pokemon. Upon further testing, the Venusaur is immune to psychic moves, while the Blastoise is immune to poison moves. This solidifies their typings as Grass Dark and Water Steel. On the topic of these undiscovered forms, there is something odd about them. Although they resemble higher evolutions, exclusive to certain regions, the resemblance is only in physical looks. The forms are also stronger than their original counterparts, having higher damage and taking more hits than usual. Not as strong as their further evolved forms, but still powerful enough to battle pseudo-legendaries. As it stands, the Venusaur and Blastoise are being kept under the Pokemon League and kept healthy. The two Pokemon broke out and attacked Viridian City. There were minor casualties, and we've since moved them to Cinnabar Island. It's been a week, and they seem to be becoming less hostile. We've also introduced Bulbasaur and Squirtle to them, and now they protect the young infants with their lives. The Venusaur dropped several seeds which have started to grow in gated-off gardens. The plants seem to be prehistoric fauna that grew taller than humans can grow. The water given off of Blastoise drips from its cannons, which, when used on plants, can cause them to grow exponentially. The water, when consumed, can even increase the immune systems of humans and strengthen muscle and tissue. Back to the more important issue, the damage of the sea attracted worldwide attention. In hours, we had hundreds of researchers attempting to solve our problem. Giant Pokemon, robot Pokemon, mirage of Pokemon, all these weird concepts. But there was one idea that really stuck with us. A young kid known as Arvin brought up the idea of something called Paradox Pokemon. His mother was a famed professor who simply vanished years before, so we decided to see his claims. Through this Scarlet book, we discovered the past forms of existing Pokemon. Although we do not know if they exist, we cannot provide a correlation between our Pokemon with the ones in the book. We also found this paranormal magazine that seems to describe sightings of futuristic Pokemon as well. With the book and sketchy magazine in our hands, we worked with the young boy to establish a general identification for them. Furious Forest for the Venusaur, and Iron Cannon for the Blastoise. Their official typings, abilities, and even stats are now known to us thanks to Arvin. Although, there have been other sightings in the region of similar Pokemon. I fear something is on the horizon, yet I do not know what this is. Dr. Carballo, out.
I saw the legendary Pokemon. Mew. Okay? It looks completely different than what people think is Mew. But, I found it. It looked completely different than what the sketches have shown.